Hi there, Mr. Cole. Um, my name is Tiffany Browning. I did send you a letter per your request. It may not have been yours. It might have been Mr. Saccone, but or maybe it was Mr. Bob Day or Miss Morrisey. But in any case, you know, somebody requested that I send you a letter telling you that you had a promise. Not necessarily you, sir, but you're supposed to make sure that they pay me for 4 years, sir. 4 years. Yeah, I am a mom. I do. I have two blood children and I have a happy, you know. But anyways, no, sir. I have clean hair follicles. As thin as it is, because it keeps falling out, like I have cancer for some reason. I am not what you think. I'm a good person, sir. Um, so 4 years, 18 hours. So first of all, I'm connected 24 hours a day. Okay. Uh, we, I'm saying we as in I and them and you, which not you, because you're in Virginia apparently, or at least that's where the phone number registers to. But anyways, you know, they're with me all day. They talk out of that's what I mean. They talk out of my mouth. I called the FBI in Seattle a couple years ago, and I was like, "Bro, you know they can see out of your eyes." Like I didn't even want to say anything about them talking out of my mouth because I thought they would think I was crazy. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, "We don't look out of your eyes." I'm all, "What? That's not what the FBI hub said." She said, "What FBI hub?" I was like, "Quick!" And I hung up because Portland is not our friend when you get off drugs. And you know what I'm saying, sir? I did. Okay, so a quick story. My backstory is um, I was a stay at home mom for 14 years. I mean, I did work, but at the end of that 14 years, I was a stay at home mom, and my baby girl was a pre K. She went to kindergarten a year late. She already knew how to read, write, and spell and everything. We thought we could skip kindergarten, you know, and but yeah, I know in Washington you're not allowed to skip kindergarten, but you can in Oregon. But we didn't know that then. But anyways, I do live in Washington, Vancouver. Yeah, I'm from here. I mean, I was born in Stockton, but I was raised up on Larch Mountain. I went to Hawkinson Middle School, Hawkinson Intermediate, and then Brush Prairie High School, and then I went to Evergreen for a little while, and then I quit high school and I got my GED. And then I went to college at Clark College for prerequisites, and I wasn't smart enough, or I couldn't remember what I read. Is basically the problem there. Um, I do have a slight learning disability, but in any case, I'm a good person. I'm a good mom. But anyway, so we broke up right after 14 years. She was pre-K. She was basically 6, 5, 6. You know what I mean? And he moved in with his new one. And me and my mom lived with us too because my dad had just died, and she lost her job taking care of him. And she was a CNA and then couldn't renew her license, either brain problems or money. I can't remember what it wasn't, but in any case, he he died. My dad. My dad was a really good dad, sir. Um, my dad taught me how to chop wood, how to change my oil and change a tire. He taught me how to build a hut out of um, a tarp. All you need is a couple logs and some nails, he said. That's my dad. We go camping and shit, and he's all, It doesn't matter. I'm like, it's raining. He's like, it doesn't matter, Tiffany. It doesn't matter. Come over here. And then he'd build this cool ass shit. I'm sorry, I'm saying the cuss words because I'm supposed to respect my elders. I'm sorry about that cuss words on that regard. But anyway, and we'd build this cool ass tent thing. That's what I mean. Like, you know what I mean? My dad was a shit. You know, my dad, oh my God, I love my dad so much, bro. He was such a good dad. But anyway, he taught me how to build fires. Um, did basic maintenance on a car if it's not European. In my cup. Anyways, I'm not trying to get emotional. I'm just, because I mean, how far am I in? I'm already 5 minutes in. See, I'm fucked. I'm screwed. I'm sorry, sir. But I did send you a letter because I don't know who promised me 14 years. I mean, 4 years of wages. Um, literally, sir, like, I wake up every 2 hours and I can only sleep 6 hours a night because once I wake up after 6 hours, that's 3 sleeps, right? So I wake up 2 hours, take a drink of water, probably do it with a vape pen. It's kind of like a cigarette, but it's different. It just tastes good. And you know, and it's so I wake up, I take a sip of water, I take a hit of the vape pen, and I lay back down and go back to sleep. If I have to go pee, all I can do is sit there and try to keep my eyes closed all the way to the bathroom, peeing, because if I open my eyes, I don't know what happens, but something happens. But anyway, so I get two of those, so three of those, so 2, 4, 6, right? So I get 6 hours sleep. But even in my dreams, you're there, sir. I mean, it may not be you, it might be um them. And don't even he's already like I get, sir. Um, I have witnesses that know that I'm telling the truth, but I was scanned on the human being floor 4 times, sir. Um, 3 in Oregon and 1 in Washington. And the fourth time I was scanned, they said I would be able to be an upper echelon member. And through the computer system, they said something about taking my fake boobs out and put some squishy stuff in there, and they would fix whatever was embarrassing about me. So I thought I have vitiligo. It's an autoimmune disease. It takes a pigment out of your skin, and you probably can't see it, but like, you know. um, no, me and my ex broke up. Like, I started getting the Lego then when we broke up. That's not we broke, but it's not why we broke up. It's we broke up because we were together for 14 years and it got boring, I guess, or something. And he is the most phenomenal dad to my baby girl that I could ever ask for. And his baby mom, they're on their second baby now. They just had a new one. um, you know, I'm so blessed in that regard. But sir, I can't even have a boyfriend, sir. Uh, to support me anywhere. I can't even take a shower by myself, sir. I can't go pee by myself, sir. I can't go to gynecology by myself, sir. um, sir. Um, so what I was saying in the letter was basically that I've been illegally connected to the system from Portland, Oregon, sir, and I know that you're not from Portland, sir, but you can manage, you designate people, right? Like Mr. Saccone, right, in Seattle. When I Googled it, I was like, who's the head of the DEA of Portland, Oregon? Because I thought this might be a DEA connection. I'm not really sure because Anthony C is from Portland, Oregon, has a record, and I wasn't sure if it was part of whatever you're saying or if it was any other people that I knew from back then. But in any case, uh, So I was looking it up, and it said, what was it? Reams. But this was probably a couple years ago, and I don't even remember if that was DA or FBI. I've done so many searches for it, it's not even funny, man. But in any case, my brain now is, I've been in a hospital 6 times. I have a box over here with hospital bracelets in it. I am completely normal when I'm around my family or anybody else, sir, but in my bedroom by myself or in my car sometimes I go a little crazy because I'm by myself and I can't change the past, and I don't have a bad past. I just got dealt a bad hand. Stiffen up that upper lip, soldier. Um, so I cannot even remember the point of this video other than um Tiffany Space Browning at Tiffany Browning with no space, a blue circle with a white T. There's something about the PPD on there, and it's some stupid long video that doesn't. I mean, it makes sense if that's what I'm saying, man. I did do drugs, yes. My ex left me. We were together 14 years, and then, he got to move in with his new girlfriend. And me and my mom, we were homeless. We lived out of our cars and stuff. And, I went from literally the stay-at-home mom life. Like, I had worked. I was an executive assistant, an administrative assistant. I was an office manager. I was a accounts receivable. Things of that nature. And, it just life happened, bro. Um, it just did, and my dad had just died too, so it was a double whammy in that regard. Um, my mom lost her job taking care of my dad. She was a CNA. She's 78, 9 now, but she was 70 then when this happened, and he broke up with me for someone else, and so me and my mom lived out of our cars. I had an SUV, thank goodness, and she had her little Toyota, same car she still has out in the parking lot. But anyway, we were both good sports about it. She has like this, anyways, it doesn't matter. But anyway, and the first person that flirted with me, I talked to him. He stole our Slim Jim while we were trying to break into my mom's car because she had locked the keys in it at Walmart. Anyways, yeah, he was 10 years younger than me. I think I was like 38 then. He was like 28. But in any case, he stole a Slim Jim, and I called him out on it at Walmart, and I was like, "Bring your car over here, bro." But anyway, it doesn't really matter, sir. But anyways, that kid, that guy, is who I talked to the first time, for the first time, after 14 years of being with my ex named Sal. And I do have two baby's dads. They're both named Sal. There's a whoops on that. Sort of. But in any case, yeah, so he left me for someone else, and he got to take my baby girl who was pre-K and my stepson um to move in with them, and um her I meant, um and my older son had already been kicked out because I missed his dubstep. I missed something big at this humongous, momentous moment in my son's life. I missed it. I was there, but I wasn't there on time. So me and my daughter, I'm holding her, like, let me in, let me in, let me in. They wouldn't let me in. And he gave up, you know. And when he was in high school, and he gave up. He quit the dance team, and we started selling drugs and making gangbangers. So my ex kicked him out. So anyway, 2018, 19-ish. My baby boy was already on the streets, before I'd ever even tried drugs or anything. And so he took my baby girl and my stepson to live with them in her place, And I didn't really know that was what the situation was at the time. I found out later, but anyway, because his parents sold the house because we were living in his parents' house. His parents owned the house we were living at. It was over there off of you won't know this, Mr. Cole, because you're from a different state. But anyway, it's off Ward Road and Fourth Plain, across the street from Walmart, 71st Circle. And it was a nice little 3-bedroom house, 2 baths, little backyard or whatever. And his parents sold it, so we had to move. And my mom lived there too because my dad died or whatever. And in any case, um, I moved out a little bit before he did. I didn't know where he was going. I didn't ask questions. But when we decided to break up, which was about 6 months before that, um, I thought we were gonna stay together and date on the side, you know, because my baby girl was still little. She was pre-K and stuff. And when I found out I was pregnant, sir, I told him that I was going to, because we were basically about ready to break up. And I told him I was gonna abort it, even though I don't believe in abortion. Because I don't want another split family. Because this is the second cell I'm on. You know what I mean? As a second baby dad. You know what I'm saying? I watched him go through it. I remember what I went through with the first child, and I was like, I'm not gonna do this again, man. I'm not doing it. And he's like, I swear to God, I'll commit suicide. I'll jump off the roof because he was a painter then. I'll commit suicide. I swear to God, I'll do whatever it takes to make it work. You know. And so I kept her. Thank God. So I had. That's what I mean. Like, I was born to be a mom. I was born to be a wife. I was born to be this. Anyway, so right, I got my perfect baby boy. He got kicked out by him. He's just still on the streets, sir. Because mama doesn't have a place for him to go. I'm living with my mom with disability right now because they won't just disconnect me. I can't function normal. The only thing I can do is be a good mom to my kids when I'm with my family. I just ignore them. You know what I mean? I don't let them talk out of my mouth. I just ignore them. Because that's the only time I'm truly happy is when I'm with my daughter. And when my son is here, sir, it's so messed up, bro. You mean at the end of the day, all I can say is you're not allowed to watch him, listen to him, and record him or write him down. I'm not a fan. I've never been in trouble. He's homeless, man. Yeah, he sleeps in gigs and shit. He's 24 now. But anyway, sir, yeah, I did. So, he left me for someone else. I became homeless. I met this guy named Adam, and I ended up going to Salem. Wrong move, clearly. Salem is like the meth capital of the world. In any case, um, yeah, so I went there, and next thing you know, I'm doing meth. Right, my ex moved in with this new girl, and I'm depressed. I can't do nothing about it. I'm homeless in my car. I didn't want to stay by myself, and he was the first person I met. So, you know, straight out of a 14-year relationship with no drugs. In any case, yeah. So I did do meth for like 3 years. 4 years ago, March 17th, 2022, I got off of drugs. Because I couldn't take it no more, and my family had no idea. You know, I would go see my baby girl at his house, at my baby's dad's house. I'd pick her up. We'd go to the store. We'd go buy stuff to make food. We'd go make food. We'd be dancing in the Winco parking lot. We'd be dancing in the Winco, the hallways. We'd be dancing in the kitchen, making food there with him and his baby's mom. Like, we have a really, really good relationship, all three of us. But she was 10 then. You know, she's about to have her kids in a year. She's almost 14. 3 quarters. um, Sir, whether you want to believe it or not, my brain, Sam, is connected, in a way that is almost annihilatingly impossible to believe that it's possible. Okay, it is though. And I do have witnesses that don't know exactly what's going on where the humans are at, but they know up here because they're the ones that did it from up here. And it was all about Portland. Wanted to keep the game playing, and I don't want to get into that story, but it has to do with Anthony Ciaz, Katrina Hayward, Amy Young, and Jessica Pace moving to Arizona. And I had already got off drugs and moved to Washington to get the fuck away from them because they were watching me in the street corner and writing me down, doing the wrong thing on the ground, and then talking to me about it, not into my face, but on my computer screen, or once over, or in my head, or however you want to look at it. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, yeah. So it's 4 years ago that I did that. Because I could not have my baby girl living with me there, with drug addicts coming in and out of my house. Even if I was a drug addict on the side, when she wasn't there or whatever, couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? But she was 10, bro. She was 10, and she was 10 years old. Little baby girl, 10. She was just 6 yesterday. And I go pick her up. We dance like I said, we dance in the hallways. We dance in the car. We dance in the kitchen making breakfast when I would come to stay the night, or even just come there to just make food or whatever. We're dancing, and your mom and daughter, yeah, yeah. Stepmom and real dad's in the living room, not giving a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a good fucking situation. But I could pick her up, and be like, baby, mommy, hug me around my neck. You can pick her up underneath her butt. She wraps her legs around you and hugs me like this. She's 15 now. I can't even pick her up off the ground. And I've had a heart attack in a stroke. I've had a heart attack for sure. And a stroke, sir. My brainstems are connected illegally, and they are telling my heart that I can't live without the computer keeping me alive, which is so fucking annoying. But anyway, so I ended up getting on disability, and so I thank God, I live with my mom on disability. My baby girl doesn't come here. I live in Vancouver. She lives in Portland, about 45 minutes from where I live. But my son is still homeless on the streets. Yeah, his name's Elijah. He's been arrested now a couple times, like, I don't know, 4 or 5, depending on which state you're in. Um, he's my firstborn. He loves me so much. That boy, I can't even tell you how much my son loves me. There's so much passion there with my baby. You know what I mean? He doesn't blame me for nothing. He doesn't blame me for nothing. He doesn't blame me for nothing. I was almost due though. You know what I mean? So I understand he's going through. But anyway, sir, I'm sorry. Um, I don't even know where the flip I was going with this fucking story because I forgot. Because I have an STS to pay on, which depending on how you look at it, might be secret activity services or maybe it's short-term system memory. I'm sorry, sir. Mr. Cole, sorry, man. I didn't know who to send the letter to. I wrote it to like 4 different fucking people because somebody up here promised me last week because I'm trying to quit drinking during the week, but it's really hard, sir, because I just sit here in my room 18 hours a day. My mom doesn't even know what I'm going through, even though it's documented all across YouTube. For over 2 years now, every single day I'm on YouTube. It looks like I'm wearing the same thing because I am wearing the same thing. What am I going to go do? Take a shower? Wait to take a shower, put some new clothes on? Why? So you can see me and everybody else naked and they make fun of me on my computer about how ugly and fat fucking vitiligo, dumb, fuck around, weird shit. Or maybe it's my daughter you're seeing. Because the pictures that I've seen sometimes are not adults always, but I can't prove it. Anyway, sorry, sir. Alright, so I forgot where I was trying to go with this story, but yeah. I mean, if you times 4 years times the weeks is what 52 weeks in a year, right? First of all, it's 12 years, sir. 12 years of 8-hour days. 12 years. 12 years of 8-hour days. Okay, is what they've done, and it's not even just once. It's 14 times 14. And you won't know what that means on the ground, but you might up here if you even get this video. But anyway, yeah, okay, yeah, but I did in the math. 14 years of 8-hour days would do what it equals up in money or whatever. But I literally sit here. I wake up every 2 hours, so two. I get to sleep 6 hours, and then I wake up. Right, in between each one, I do this. I drink my water, and I take it in my vape pen. And then I lay back down and go back to sleep. Once, twice, 3 times. But the third time, I don't lay back down, I stay up. And usually I'm facing that mirror right there that you can't see. See it? And if you or if you could have your constituent come down here with a split screen where you can see Tiffany responding with a cheek piercing, they can look through my eyes, sir, in the mirror and into someone else. And that's the messed up part about it, kind of, because we can say stuff silently in our head to people up here in the alternate universe that does exist. Don't even if you're one of those that doesn't actually know that the alternate universe exists, will you please be open-minded, sir? I literally have proof. I just can't show you. I'm begging you, man. It exists, sir. You're up here, man. Stop power and love, our God is awesome. I was raised Christian, you know what I'm saying? Like, my mom had a Christian daycare when she lived with my dad. I mean, when my dad and my mom were still together back then. They were married for 22 years. He ended up leaving her for her sister, which was stupid. I was in 8th grade, which is where my daughter's at right now. Um, she just got her first boyfriend. And, you know, she's telling me about it, and she's like, I don't know how to tell dad. And well, I wish I lived in Portland so you could come to my home. Um, whatever you want. And, maybe even bring your boyfriend so I can meet your boyfriend. And like, not in a weird situation, like, oh, you're being interrogated, you know what I mean? Like, I'll come over, let's make some food, we're gonna watch a movie, or whatever cool parents do, man. You know what I'm saying? And but no, instead I'm stuck here in Vancouver. I've been here for 4 fucking years, sir. 4 years under this situation from Portland, Oregon. They look at my IC3s on my computer. There's like 20 of them, and they're like, I don't understand why she's writing us from Portland when she's in Vancouver. I was like, this game does not come from fucking Vancouver. It comes from Portland. Every single fucking person that I know that was a tweaker or whatever you want to call him, right? Me too back then, over 4 years ago. We were in Portland, not Vancouver. Vancouver does not have the same laws. Let me ask you, Mr. Cole, sir, is it legal to watching this record you write you down in your bedroom or your bathroom in Portland, Oregon, if you're a Fed? Is it in Vancouver, Washington? Hell, motherfucker, no. Hell no, right? Outside, sky cams, I get that. Like, you steal a car, you do a drug transaction outside. Understandably so. But yet, I'm getting pictures of people in their bedroom, in their bathroom, pulling up their pants after they just peed. Like, bro. Anyways, okay, sir, I'm sorry, man. I just needed to talk to you like, oh, me. I'm sorry about that. I just want to read you something, okay? He said, God has not sent his darkest warrior to easy wars. Every person walking the earth has a battle to fight, but not every battle is the same. Some fight for a place to live, some fight for their rights as a human, some fight for love, some fight for money or status quo. But I was handed something different, something heavier, something sometimes impossible to grasp in the human being form. Something that breaks your soul's bones and makes you question if there even is a God at all. And if there is, does he even remember your name? He remembers. He remembers because he is the one who assigned the battle. God does not send his darkest warrior, the one who was illegally beaten down in their own mind, body, soul, and spirit, knowing on God that they didn't deserve it. He doesn't send them to easy battles, sir. He sends them to the battles no one else can win. In their own mind. This is gonna get you, okay? Up here. Not on the ground necessarily. He sends them to the battles no one can win. In their own mind. That can and will influence a system devised by humans in the right direction. A system's identity, possibly classified, that even under oath won't admit exists. He reigns from heaven above with wisdom, power, and love. Our God is an awesome God. You know, can you imagine having to have like motivational music around you all the time? Nothing, man. It's just so fucked up, bro. She's almost 16. 15, I bet. Yeah, she's in a collegiate or convergent school. She just went to Asia for the first time on a flight by herself with her school. Yes, man, she loves me too, like with all her heart, but she doesn't know me, you know, enough, bro. Like 4 years ago, I got off drugs, dude. I did drugs for 3 years because of my circumstances. I got off drugs by myself. I didn't get in trouble. There's nothing wrong. I just did it because I looked at her one day. I was like, "What the fuck? How did she go from being?" I can't even figure. I can't even pick her up, bro. I give her a hug, and try to pick her up, like picturing her still being wet when she have her legs and arms around me. Jesus, because I am. Mr. Harrington, your name is on my wall of Seattle. Is an awesome God he raised. Oh God, yes, I know, I know. You know how sad it is to hear some of these teenagers forever. They never had any kind of hope or nothing in the Bible anywhere. And they get this hope about God, like there's some higher power that's gonna help them in an alternate universe that may or may not guide their path on the ground where the humans are at. They might not happen to be in there like there's no fucking way. He raised. I'm clearly too emotional to be recording videos right now, so I'm just gonna log off. Mr. Cole and Mr. Harrington. Miss Morrissey, if you're up here somewhere, I love you very much. Thank you for singing up for me, not for me like everybody else. I say quitting me. I mean, man, that's what happens though. You know what I'm saying? August August of 2026 will be the fourth anniversary of them ruining my life with that drone and what they did to me from the drone. I moved across the bridge March 17th, 2022. March, April, May, June, July, August. 6 months later, okay? 6 months later, it's May, January, February, March, April, May. So, say like I moved across the bridge 4 years and 2 months ago to get away from Portland, to get off drugs, to be a good mom to my fucking kids and figure my life out. I lost my whole apartment, everything in it. I wasn't like everything in it. Like dude, I work jobs, so everything in my apartment over there was paid. My apartment was paid for by COVID payments back then. That's how long ago that was. Remember the first COVID? Social distance his ass. You know what I mean? That's how long ago it was. And I know 4 people have died since then. I'm not sure if it had anything to do with that or not, but either way, you know what I'm saying? Like nobody will talk about Fight Club. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Cole. Thank you, Heavens Angels or whatever. We're not singing the White Hats Department. Thank you for prayers, and I'm sorry I got emotional, Mr. Cole, and Mr. Saccone. Sorry, sir. Uh, Mr. David Reeves. I don't know why your name appeared on my wall, but you must have predecessed the other one, I'm assuming, or maybe you're FBI. I don't know. But anyway, hi. My name is Tiffany. I am a Christian. I do believe God exists. I just don't really know why. at this point, unless it's just to take us to heaven when we die if we have it in our hearts. Because the Bible says, and this is how I was raised. The Bible says, if you have Jesus in your heart, the devil can't can't dwell there. You know what I'm saying? So you can't have evil in your heart if you have God there, if you have righteousness there, if you have good there. You know what I mean? But it's not going to say that the devil's not going to be around you all the time. He's not gonna not sit there and like make you kill yourself. He's not going to sit there and not tempt you into the wrong direction. He's not going to sit there and poke and prod and fuck you off every fucking day. That's what I mean. Like, I know a lot of drug addicts because I was one. Dude, I was homeless in my car. I had to literally pick up some homeless people on the street that did heroin. I didn't do heroin. Just to live with me in my car so I wouldn't be by myself back then. It was 7 years ago now. You know what I'm saying? So I've seen demons. I've seen what we're not saying, but the point here is the devil exists in some form or another in our hearts and in our minds, and he does. He comes at me with shit like somebody doesn't respond to a text message, and I'm sitting here, I'm hypochondriacing it up over there. Anyway, the point here is, sir, ma'am, um, I don't know. I wrote it down in my book, but in my journal, but I forgot how it goes. Something about basically what it already said is if Jesus is in your heart, right? So in Christianity, right? You have to believe that Jesus died on the cross for your sins. He already knew God, his dad, appear, the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, which is God altogether. It's three things down to the ground where the humans are at back then. It's somebody named Jesus, which was his son, died on the cross for our sins, meaning Jesus and our God knew exactly what you were going to do and who you were going to be. And and he died for them. As long as you can admit you fucked up. And I did drugs for a little while, but sir, ma'am, I mean, I'm not trying to sit here and blame anyone at all. I'm just blaming you now. 4 years, man. I did the right thing out of everybody I knew from Portland. I am the only one. I am the only one. I got off of drugs by myself. I moved across the bridge to get the fuck away from them. To be a good mom to my baby girl, Smat. And my other kids, too. Because I looked at her one day and I was like, what the fuck? Why does she look 10 years older than she just did yesterday? Because I thought yesterday was yesterday, but it wasn't fucking yesterday. It was probably months before that. That's what drugs do to you. They take your time out of your mind. I got off them to be a good mom to her. I did not know if I was going to be able to get a job. I didn't have a car. I had nothing. I left my apartment behind. The manager over there on Kenneth Allen Apartments, Portland, Oregon. Hey, Chinese owners, they switched over to something different. They said I could come back anytime and get my stuff because my apartment was connected to the office, right? So my front bedroom was the office. So, the office, like if the office was functioning and there was somebody working in it, they could, go through my hallway and use the restroom. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, like you can come back anytime and get your stuff, But that was 4 years ago. I lost it all because somebody on my computer and or up here promised me they were going to pay for my apartment because they were selling the apartments. They weren't renting them now. They were selling them as individual, living situations, like a duplex sort of. But they were redoing them all first. Anyways, I lost it all. I lost all my pictures. They changed my passwords on my Facebook and my YouTube and not my YouTube, I'm sorry, my Google. Right. Tiffany143785 at google.com. Tiffany143457 at google.com. They changed my passwords. They changed everything. Dude, I literally had to take one of my Facebooks off, which was my mom one. Like, I had on Facebook, like, since, my baby girl was little, and a little bit before she was even born. My son was still, like, I don't know, third, fourth grade. Like, you remember MySpace? Yeah, okay, so the pictures from MySpace went onto that Facebook. I literally had to have it taken off the internet because of what they were saying on it. which was not me doing what they were looking at. It was just a bunch of shit talk from nothing but demons, man. Demons. Alright. Thanks for your help. Hopefully you're, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying hopefully you're a Christian, because I don't really care if you're a Christian or not. But, you know what I'm saying? But, like, if you can actually imagine a computer system in a brainstem, rather it be a Fed. Oh, they can talk out about the next. No, we don't look through your eyes. You don't see at all. But that's not what the Portland FBI hub said. I didn't want to tell them they could talk out of my mouth. You know, make me look crazy sometimes or whatever. But who cares? You know what I mean? When I'm with my family, I don't have any friends. They ruined all my friendships in Vancouver, Washington, dude. I have like this humongous. I used to have this humongous circle of friends that we all raised our kids together until my daughter was pre-K and me and Sal split up, right? So, you know, so literally 3 years off that track, just three. And then I got off drugs, and my friends did not know nothing. Like, they didn't even know. I mean, they knew me and Sal broke up, but they didn't know I did drugs. They didn't know nothing. I just stopped talking to them. You know what I'm saying? And then when I got off drugs, I was like, all right, I'm gonna get back to that life, but I wanna get on my feet first. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't want to call him and be like, yeah, you wanna come over to my mom's apartment? Why would I want to come to your mom's apartment? That's where I live. You know, for 3 years, man, with them promising all this stuff, and they didn't deliver nothing, sir. They didn't deliver nothing, man. And you do have an evil cop in Portland. And he's not necessarily evil on the ground, but he's evil up here, sir. And do you know what with force is? Do you know? Do you have any idea what the force is? No? Okay, well, this is a situation, okay? Uh, I don't know if it's necessarily through a computer system or what, but with force. So it's not like we're coming with all our gangbang of friends, or you're a cop and you're coming with a bunch of handcuffs. You know what I mean? With force. It's with force. It's mental force. Like, this douchebag dumb fuck can literally come down through a bunch of people. It's almost like, yeah, like you know, the Russian stacking dolls, right? You know those Russian stacking dolls. Okay, well, just picture us that. Like, I'm Tiffany, and I have so many people Russian dolls stacked on me, right? So I literally have like 30, 40, 50 people on my head. You know what I'm saying? And he comes down from way up there, and he stacked them all on my head. And he comes down with force. Like, I can feel it, I can see it. I can't see what he's saying, but I can feel it, I can hear it. And it's just so much whipatawas in there, which means fuck your mom. I'm sorry, that's really disrespectful, sir. um but anyway, that's what they're saying, because they're in China right now. But so, you know, Russian stacking dolls, right? And he says the most fucked up shit. He says the most fucked up shit, man. And I can't even tell you what the fuck he said. I'm sorry, cussing you. Fuck, I suck at this. He says the most messed up stuff, sir. Um, with all these people, you know what I'm saying? So it's like me and like, I don't know, 20, 30, 40, 50, 250 people, and then he's at the top, right? He's going through all these people. They are all hearing it, and they are all seeing what he's talking about, but I can't, because I'm human. But I do hear it, you know what I'm saying? All the way into my body until he says it out of my mouth. I'm watching you do this right in front of me. He's saying something. He says he's watching me, Tiffany Brooks Browning, this girl. They've been in my body for 4 years, and they were connecting my brain stems over there in Oregon for 3 years before that, listening to my thoughts. And I know that for a fact because Emily, the lady upstairs, would bang on the floor when I would text somebody for too long. Anyway, right? So I'm saying, so like, you know, it could be pervert stuff. Okay, let's just say pervert stuff. Okay, I was gonna say kill somebody or rob a car or jack a car, man. But let's just say right. I watched you be a lesbian right in front of me. First of all, Number one, I'm sitting here like, you're joking, right? You're choking, right? First of all, I'm not a lesbian. Second of all, why in the fuck are you watching me on the ground where the humans are at and think it's okay? And then you want to make fun of me, or you want to say I'm doing something different? You didn't have a split screen, motherfucker. You did not have a split screen. You don't know what split screen is? I'm not talking to you, Mr. Cole. I'm talking to him. I hate him so much, sir. I want him big. I want him to die, sort of. And I know it sounds really, really messed up. If you think about like a human cop or anybody in law enforcement, but you know, it's just not on the ground where the humans are at. It's up here, and I'm not even sure if he's even in law enforcement. I think he might just be part of the porn side of Portland. Yeah, because virtuality porn in Oregon State is not illegal. Yeah. It's not illegal in Portland, man. They have strip clubs and all kinds of stuff, man. You can literally go to like this porn place where you can buy porn videos, and there's little rooms and stuff, and there's TVs, and you can take your girlfriend in there. And I'm not gonna say what they don't do, but you know what I'm saying? Like, that's Portland. I'm in Vancouver, Washington, man. I was born in Stockton, but raised here. Oh my god, it's almost an hour now. Fuck, I'm fucked. I'm fucked. Ain't nobody gonna watch this shit. You know what I mean? So gay. I'm sorry to be so gay. I was gonna try to show you something, but I don't think my phone's gonna let me. Alright, so. Oh, alright, so. You see the cholo on the left? That's my son's dad. In the middle there, that's my. So that's the first Sal. That's the second Sal. And that's my son and his son. Uh, you know, when they were little. Right? The one in the middle is the one that got kicked out that I talked about earlier. Yeah. And then I'm on the phone just a minute, and then the little baby in the green, that's my little baby boy, but he's 24 now. And then that little one right there, that's his sister. That's my little baby girl, and she's 14 3/4. What?
I just wanted you to check and make sure I wrote it out correctly. It's that. It's written out the same.
Yeah.
And then the utility bill, I wasn't quite sure if I was supposed to put I forgot 20. It's 47 cents. It's $196.47.
100. Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to say what it mean if I was saying it mean.
I figured that.
That's okay. That's my mommy. Yeah, she's 79. Thank God. I'm not saying thank God my dad died. That just sounded really fucking fucked up. I almost just said that. Thank God my dad died. That's not what I meant to say. All I'm saying is thank God my dad and my mom were married. Because when he died, she got his Social Security. It's like, I don't know, enough to pay $1,600 rent. A little bit extra. All I know, Mr. Cole, Mr. Saccone, Mr. Bob Day in Portland, Oregon with Miss Morrisey. I don't actually have a VPD woman name because Miss Morrisey, would not tell me in my head who her pick was. All I know is Mr. Dewey, which is somebody who wrote me back on an email like 2 years ago about something. And when I called them, they're like, there's nothing here. It's just a closed file. I was like, oh, okay. So, you know what I mean? It's just, everything is just iridescently messed the flip up. Mr. Harrington is the head of the FBI Seattle. I did choose Miss Sherry Oz a couple years ago when this first started, um, because she asked me to get verified. I had sent messages to several people in the DEA and cops, judges, FBI, or whatever, and she was the only one that responded with any kind of anything. Like, she gave a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean to say the F word. Sorry. I don't mean to not respect my elders if you're older than me, because I am 45, almost 46. But anyways, um, and I did. I tried to do the verification thing. Like, you have to take a picture of your ID and stuff. Yeah, my phone wouldn't even let me do it. I couldn't even get verified to talk to Miss Oz from Arizona in the DEA. Like, that's how bad I've been getting stalked from up here. I got a letter from my insurance company. And they're like, yeah, well, just so you know, your medical records were hacked by cyber criminals. I'm all, big effing surprise. Not surprised at all, one at all. I mean, they already told me they had hacked them. Not just my medical records, but my identity itself. And then I watched videos back that I've made. And I'm like, what the flip? I did not see that the first time, okay? So, like, literally, okay, so this is going to be extreme, sir. Um, for you to understand what I'm not saying. There could be worse things being said, I guess. But, so, uh, so, okay, let me just give you an example of what this was. Okay, so first of all, when I first got connected to this stuff, um, they said in my head, they said no girls, no cops, no kids. I was like, okay, so I'm not a cop. I am a girl, and I do have kids. And they also said no distinguishing markings. I'm all, okay, so I have a tattoo. I have tattoos on my back. I have a friendship tattoo. And he's like, you labeled everybody in our house. I'm all, no, I didn't. Did your connection's unstable? Please wait while we try. Oh, oh, shit, hold on, my battery's about to die. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I did not. I did not message nobody. I did not email no one. That's what I'm saying, man. I don't have schizophrenia, motherfucker. The first time I ever even heard the word vitiligo, when I didn't even know that that's what I had yet, because I mean, I knew my pigment was missing, but I had no idea what it was. I didn't go to the doctor for it. I was just like, well, this sucks. Is super gay. You know what I mean? And it was them in my head telling me, Tiffany Brooks Browning, tall, skinny, dark hair. This was back over 4 years ago. Vitiligo, threw a gun away, making me an accessory to something and or somebody who's supposed to be up here turning the person in who really did what they're not saying. And I'm like, okay, first of all, no, there's a big fat no on that. I did not throw a gun away. I did not have vitiligo. I didn't know what vitiligo was yet. And I was like, third of all, I would not tell on anybody, and I would not be an accessory to nothing that I wouldn't, like, if I was going to do a crime, we would both know going into this criminal activity that is the situation. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't. I did not throw a gun away. I was not involved in nothing at all. I would never hurt no one. I would never steal for nobody. I'm a fucking Christian, man. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Thou shalt not judge lest ye be judged. 10 Commandments, man. Constitutional right number 1 being broken by Portland. Okay, so anyways, uh, 5 is the Miranda rights, right? Like, you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can't move you against criminal law. If you can't afford a lawyer, want to be for you or whatever. You're not saying right. But I've never been arrested. I was put in handcuffs, but just to take me back to the store, because that's what they had to do, because they couldn't just put me in the back seat without handcuffs on. I guess they were really nice about it, because I was far from where I was supposed to be at. This was back when I was homeless, and it was just a bad situation. But anyway, and then Sixth Amendment right is if I get arrested, first of all, on the ground where the humans are at, I've never been arrested. I have never been accused of nothing at all. But in alternate reality, apparently I had or somebody with my name on, and this paid informant girl is ticked right there on my wall. This paid informant girl is literally yelling at her boss. She's cussing him the fuck out. And I'm sorry I said the F word. She's cussing him out. She's like, so you literally, hold on a minute. Just hold on a second. So you literally make me wear Tiffany Brooks Browning's body, her name, or her reflection to set her the fuck up as an innocent mother who's never been in trouble and pay me for it? That's what she said. You know what I mean? That's what she said. So anyway, I made this video once with this thing on. It was supposed to be funny, but I guess it turned out being really stupid. All right, so um, so I had this mask on, right? This thing here, and I looked prettier. I wasn't crying, and my hair was down underneath it. But anyways, um, uh, uh, so it's no girls, no cops, no kids on that side, right? And no distinguishing markings. So apparently, people are getting paid through me somehow. I don't know if it's to be feds over there in Portland or what they're doing, but whatever it is not legal. So I was like, I was singing, I was talking like this whole time, just like funnily talking. Like, does not look like a ski mask? Like, what does this remind you of? You want to go skiing or break into a house? Like, I'm not really sure. Anyways, I got here out of my mouth. So, I'm having this conversation with you guys on the thing, and crap, I'm over an hour now. Gosh, dang it. Anyways, so I'm trying to make this video for one of you guys up here that was born back in the 40s, 50s, 60s era that liked, Yes and the Eagles and things like that, like musicians back then. And maybe that was just a Stockton, California thing, but anyway. So I had this conversation and I was like, I took off my hat and said, imagine that. Me working for you. Whoa, signs everywhere, signs blocking up the scenery, breaking my mind. Do this, don't do that. Can't you read the signs? Right? And that's how the video went down. But shortly thereafter, it said I accidentally killed Marciano and I was falsely accused of something else. And I'm watching it back, I'm like, you have got to be motherfucking kidding me. I didn't kill Marciano. I was never falsely accused of nothing. Are you fucking kidding me? You're kidding me. You're kidding me. So I rewind the video, I watched it again, and it says the same thing again. Like, this was supposed to be a funny thing for the people up here because no girls, no cops, no kids, right? But they're literally getting paid off me. I'm a girl and I have kids. I'm not a cop though. I would never be a cop. I would never break my amendment rights. It says that's not just you be judged. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh yeah, look at that little fucking tweaker over there, fucking stupid ass faggot. You know what I mean? I used to do drugs too, and not just that, but some of my family and friends still do them on accident. Man, because I can't help them because I'm just stuck here on disability and shit stuff. Sorry. Anyway, can you imagine? Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that shit? Mr. Cole, Mr. Saccone, Mr. Bob Day, and Miss Morrissey, Mr. Dewey from the VPD. Can you imagine? You get a video on your phone or even an alternate reality of you doing something you didn't fucking do in real life. It's just your reflection, or maybe let's just say it's AI altered. Yeah, it's just AI altered. You know what I'm saying? But like, can you imagine that though? Something gross. I don't know. Anything, man. Personal time in your shower, in your bed by yourself when you don't have a wife, or maybe you're gay. Or any number of things, man. Snorting a line of cocaine when you have never done drugs in your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you imagine that? And then next thing you know, on your Facebook, they're like, look, Mr. Sarcone, look, watch, look at your Facebook page. Like, I posted a picture or whatever, whoop, it's got some work on it. Like, look at this. You're like, yeah, it's my picture. And they're like, watch. And then next thing you know, it's almost like you turn the page in like one of those notebooks, with the little red or the things you put the divider tab things in, he goes like this, and you're reading the comments, you're like, what the flip are they talking about, dude? I'm not a slut. Like, I'm Tiffany and Katie, the dating sluts. Deity is my word. It's DEITY, which has something to do with spiritual awareness and things from the movie Avatar. You know that tree and souls gives him the strength, connects his tail, and gets on the red dragon. Yeah, okay, so yeah, but he unrolled my shit and I looked at it and it's Tiffany and Katie. I don't even know anybody named Katie, man. I was not a slut. I did not sell pornography in Portland. Yeah, but they do though, sir. Can you imagine? Okay, look, this is gonna drop you down one more level, okay? And not that you're actually gonna watch this, because chances are you won't. But just imagine this real quick, okay? So I have to pick a different Asia's name because this one is played out. Okay, so I don't know what that symbol was. Just so you know, like when I even when like if you were to sit in my body with a split screen, you could see like on my walls there is computer drawn things that are for the most part to blame for something, and that's a bunch of privates over there, and they're not in military scrolls ones. They're not mine though. They're fluffy. Sorry, I said that. Anyway, so shut up, fuck you. I don't have multiple personality disorder. It's multiple profile disorder because I have multiple people coming through my body, talking through my mouth and in and out of my head from Oregon/Arizona. You know what I mean? So, like, my actual personality itself as a human being does not change, even though the words that come out of my mouth might change sometimes. But, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I do kind of forget sometimes what they say, but it's only because it's the same fucking thing every freaking day. Sorry, sir, ma'am. It's the same thing every day. It's just the same freaking thing every day. I have over 1,000 videos on my YouTube. Tiffany space Browning space click space the space live space tab, right? And you see it's like a family of four. It's me and my three kids. You know, it's 5 years ago picture, and then you click on it, right? And then you click the live tab. But I also have 5 other YouTubes. This one is that one, I guess. But for a while there, they blocked it, so I couldn't make some. But the other one is just Tiffany Space Browning at Tiffany Browning, you know, and it's a blue circle with a white T in it, and there's PPD reports and all kinds of stuff, man. It's so, gosh dang it, it's just dumb. I had a point and I forgot what it was. Yeah, secret Tiffany services to pay left. Short-term memory system. Oopsies. I'm not a Fed. I've never been in trouble. I was never accused of anything. I don't care. I don't give a fuck what the Pip Slap video said, man. When I watched it back, I'm sitting there like, what? I didn't say that. Like, I was never accused of anything, man. I watched back the one from the arm shrapnel thing, right? Arm shrapnel turns herself in or whatever she's saying. Or mom bawling because she was accused of stuff in her mind that she cannot prove, and they won't give her money or disconnect her. You know what I'm saying? And I'm watching back. I was like, yikes! That's a like I'm just watching the videos like, okay, that's okay. That's permissible. Oh crap! So it's like put little jots on my paper. I'm watching it like, I know I didn't say that for sure. Like, that's definitely an altered situation. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to go back to this video and cut out parts. It's on there, but you can't even search it. That's how bad it is. It's had like 400, I don't know, 80 views because I use it in my FTC report, my internal affairs report, and my criminal court skills report. I use an FBI IC3 report and an IC9 and a DEA reports too. So it's had a lot of views, but I can only imagine. Like, if I'm watching it back and I'm just like, they changed it, I'm like, oh fuck. Like, what the fuck are you seeing? What are you seeing, sir, ma'am? Sorry, I said F word. Eh, yeah, I am a Christian. I know, and this is Catholic, but I just like the idea of prayer beads, and it's kind of cool looking. You know what I mean? Prayer. I don't know. I didn't actually look up. I just know. I don't know. These stand for prayer bead. I mean, this is one made out of yarn or something, but normally they're plastic, I think. Anyways, all right. Bye. Thank you. I love you. Dear Jesus in heaven, please forgive the sins of my forefathers. I'm not talking about Mr. Cole or Mr. Dewey or Mr. Um, uh, Bob White, whoever he isn't, and the rest of them. The girls are already forgiven because they were misled by the dudes, and that's not what we're not saying. So please forgive the sins of everybody up here in alternate reality that can, in fact, influence the population on the human being floor in their back brain chain, even, and make them think something without them even realizing it. Um, or even paperwork like cop notes or whatever it is. Please forgive their sins, sir. Please forgive their sins, and please tell them to wipe the slate clean, because Tiffany Brooks Browning is not the one. She's not the one you want to hate. You want to hate yourself for being wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong, devil boy. You're wrong, Beelzebub. Please forgive their sins, sir, ma'am, up there in heaven. And forgive mine too for cussing today. Other sins. I did have sex without being married. That was a whoopsies. Other sins. I lied on the Bible once to AK because I thought he'd beat me up if he found out I actually slept with that guy. But please forgive that. I think that's about it, sir, ma'am. Will you please forgive the sins of me and us, and then all the sins of all of our friends that are still lost on the streets, doing bad things like drugs and maybe have to still survive or whatever. Just so you know, there's a capital punishment situation in here where I don't ask for forgiveness for that R word in there and or killing someone on purpose. There's also an M word over there with S on it that I also don't forgive or ask for forgiveness for. But everything else, sir, I do ask for forgiveness, sir, Jesus, God, Mother Mary, whatever you're not in real life. Amen and amen. Please accept my apologies and ours, and take our souls to heaven if we die before we wake, because I really want you, my soul, to take. Amen. Oh my god, if Sir Cole, if you were in my body right now, you'd just be like, what the flip? Like, you can't even understand what is spinning next to my body right now. Like, you can't even see it in the video. And even if you could, in alternate reality on like one, it's gonna change by the time you see the video, because this stuff it is real. It's synergically in my bedroom, but it'll change. That's what I mean. Like, all right, bye. Care about you. I'm not flipping you off, sir. They're saying they're flipping someone else off, man. Oh yeah, I was gonna show you a picture of me and my. Oh, I did. No, I didn't. I didn't show you a picture really quick. Hold on. Of me and my kids. So, because I feel like my name is my facial expressions are synonymous with something else that it doesn't belong here. It doesn't belong here. It doesn't belong in the blame. It doesn't in needles. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Yeah, I did. I used to use meth, but when I used meth over the bridge over 4 years ago, I put all my stuff in a nice container that's called Sharps. Okay. By myself. I did it by myself. There was nobody there. There was no spread out nasty ass whatever the fuck you're saying. It was just depression, everything. Every depression one, put in a Sharps. Every depression, put in a Sharps. Every depression, put in a Sharps. Every depression, put in a Sharps. I put it in a Sharps. And then I would turn it in and I get a new Sharps. I'm not dirty, okay? And that was over 4 years ago. I got off that by my fucking self. Do you understand? I wasn't just addicted to the drug, man. I got off it by myself for my baby girl and my son, who was homeless back then. He still is. By myself. I didn't get in trouble. By myself. By myself. I left my apartment behind. I moved in with my mother. And I still live here 4 years later. And now I'm on disability because I can't fucking work because of you. Not because you, Mr. Cole, or Day, or whoever else is paying attention. Because them. I'm just going to call him Satan for right now. the enemy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yes, sir. Yes, they can talk in my head. So when I'm talking out loud, we can have a conversation sort of out of my head because somebody else is having a conversation through my head, and I am actually actively listening, sort of while talking. But this just on this in this regard, like if I want a video, I can do that. But if my mom's in here, I actually have to stop what my brain is thinking because it's like you have two sides of your brain, right? The side of your brain that thinks about what you want to say, and then the other side, there's another side there, right? Okay, so like when my mom comes in, there's not really, it takes both sides of your brain, I guess, and then you can't even remember what your mom said when she leaves the room because you're too busy having conversation on both sides of your brain. Somewhere different. No, I was gonna see if I could show you a picture of me and my kids. Oh, here's that one. Yeah, you see this jet right here? That's the evil force field. That's the one that comes down saying, "I'm watching you do this right in front of me." Motherfucker, no you ain't. I ain't doing shit right in front of you. You fucking pervert. The fuck? The fuck's wrong with you? You think you have the right to watch through somebody's eyes and make fun of their privates or anything else either? Or something even worse, like way worse? That's your fault, not mine. Yo's. Your fault. Your fault. Anyway, evil force field is failing to gas up, and that's us. See that one, the up and down one? Yeah, that's another jet. It's up and down. Thunder. Anywho, hold on. No, that's Medar's class. Before she went to Asia. Gosh. No, I'm trying to just hurry up and end this video, but it's hard. Alright, well, in any case, this is me, and my baby girl, and that's my stepson. My other son wasn't there, clearly, because he's still, a little lost, a little bit of a lost soul on the streets. Not his fault, your fault. I got off drugs to be a better mom to him, a good mom to him, because I couldn't have him live with me because I didn't want him doing drugs with the people coming in on my fucking house in my life. But first and foremost was my baby girl, 10 years old. Like, she went from being pre-K to 10, you know what I'm saying? 6 to 10, like 4 years just flashed by in front of my eyes. I look at her one day, I'm like, whoa, her hair's long. She looks like a woman. Like I'm tripping. Like I wanted to cry my eyes out, you know what I mean? It's like I'm done. Like I can't do this no more. This is an excuse code. I will figure my life out. I will figure it out. I will figure it out. I will figure it out. I don't know how I'm gonna do it without a boyfriend or nothing. Because I was with him for 14 years, and before that I was with my son's dad for 6. I always had a boyfriend, somebody to have my back behind my back when I worked and had jobs. You know what I mean? It's just so messed up, man. Anyway, all right, I gotta go. Oh, I have a clean hair follicle test. So if you want to, like, if you high stakes specs, I know, Mr. Cole, you don't do that over there in Virginia or wherever you're not at, because that's not where you're from. That's just where the number goes. But anyway, Portland likes to bet online about stuff. And last year at this time, I had a clean P test in 2025. This is 2026. You can, if you want to, pull me up here and cut my hair off and check it. And there's clean hair follicles there too. 3 months ago, you can do the same. And, it's multiple hair follicles. Clean all over your sticking pillowcase thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, here's the one. This is from what? 7/3/80. Oh, that's my birthday. It's from, this says money by June 30th, 2026, right? Wait. January 30th, 2026. This is 1/6/26. 1/6. So this was January 6th. See this? That's hair follicles. See that? Clean hair follicles. And yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like January, March, April, May. So now it's 5 months into the year. This was 5 months ago. So this was clean then. It was clean 3 months before that. Like, come on, man. Come on. I literally am driving a 2005 A4 Audi, and I bought that with my disability money because they give you $3,000 from back pay for like the year before that. You know what I'm saying? So like I get $900 a month, man. I'm supposed to pay $700 a month in rent. I have $300 a month in bills. What am I supposed to do with the $94 extra? Put gas in my car, so maybe I might get to spend some quality time with my daughter with no money on it. I'm on disability because of you. Not you, Mr. Cole, but you, whoever's under your belt. And they said they can't disconnect me because either A, they'll die up here, and or I'll die because my computer brain is a brain computer. And that's not how I was going to say it. I was going to say the computer is telling my brain how to stay alive still because I've been shocked so many times. I literally I have a box over there. I've been to the hospital 5 times. Up here, it's dignified and signified that that is definitely the case. Tiffany's not guilty. Um, those bracelets over there prove exactly who I am and am not in real life. That I could not prove on the ground where the humans are at as to what my symptoms were matching those bracelets because of what happened in my head, including RSV in my brain. Okay. Bye. God bless you if you're a Christian. If you're not, well, I'm not going to say that I wouldn't be either if I were you up here. This is what I mean. Like, how can you even believe in God? You know? How can you believe in God? Tip's a good person. I'm a good person. Amy's a good person. Amy messed up still. She didn't make the right choice yet, but that doesn't mean she won't. Either way, she is not a bad person. She's a good fucking person, and so was I. I was dealt a bad hand. And I just didn't know how to get out of it without losing everything. And I did end up losing everything after I got out of it!